Alright YouTube, got a Bersa Thunder 380 here. I'm going to show you how to field strip it, and basically why you would field strip it is just to do a quick cleaning, or if you have a malfunction out where you're shooting, maybe just take the top part of it out, look into the inner workings and see if you have a major problem or maybe just something in there that you can kind of clean up. But let's go ahead and get to it. Now, of course, the very first most important thing to do is to make sure it's clear. So we're going to drop the magazine. We have nothing in it. And then we're going to pull the slide back and lock it open. Just double check everything here. As you can see, it's open. We're going to keep everything in the fire position. It's going to make it easier to pop this out. But we're going to slide this forward. There you go. Slide that forward. And we're going to pull back on the slide, come all the way back, and come out. We're going to come all the way back, pop out the back, and then we're going to try to wiggle it forward. Now there's your slide. There's your spring. Go ahead and take that off. And when I take the spring off, I always remove it and face it towards me. So back goes on first. That's just the way I do it. I think it's a good idea, but that's just how I recommend. Now this gun's still a little dirty. I've done some shooting with it, but it's, as far as the functionality of it, it's mostly clean. For like the barrel's mostly clean. So you can take your little brush and bore clean that, clean it out. I always like to clean up inside a little bit. You have your spring. I always like to clean that up. Get a little, one of those little cloths, clean that, and just do a little bit of solvent on it, whichever solvent you like to use. There's so many out there that people like to decide from. Then you have your slide. You know, just make sure all this clean and all this area, get all the gunk out. You'll be surprised how much gunk really get up in there. You know, use your solvent, use your little brush, take your little pads and clean it out. But that's pretty much it. I mean, this gun's really easy to field strip. I like the word field strip because you really can do this out in the field where you're shooting. Maybe do it on your table where you may have your ammunition set up or whatever. But put it back together is really just a reverse order. Put the spring end on the barrel, put your slide over the spring like so, get it down, and you're going to compress, and you're going to have to fidget it around just a little bit. You see that's got a line up there. Oop. I have to fidget it around just a little bit. There we go. Now once we got it slid back, you're going to push the two pieces together. You got your little inner working rail there, and we're going to get it seated all the way here. It's really not that hard. It's a little bit more difficult to hold it open to show the camera, but it's really not that difficult. It pops in and out. Like I said, the only thing you have to know is just to slip this forward. That unlocks it where you can pull it out, but it's super simple. And of course, put safety back on and put in your magazine, chamber around if you like, but you know, it's always good just to double check its action. It's going to lock open and you're good to go. That's pretty much field stripping. Let me know what you think, and have a good one.